Hello! Today I want to show you guys how to create a beautiful winter festive window box. I am so excited to show this to you guys. I was working on this yesterday and I just think it came together so beautifully and I just can't wait to show you guys. So this is what it's going to look like in the end, and I'm just going to go ahead first and show you guys all of the supplies that I got together and things that I did first. So just to quickly go over my supplies, I did add a top layer of the Espoma organic potting mix, and I added in a little sprinkle of the biotone just to kind of get the roots started there in my window box. Even though these won't be in there for the long haul, I did just want to give them a little bit of a feed to carry them through the winter, and then I'll be planting them in the landscape once spring rolls around, if spring will ever get here. I'm anxious for spring already, and it's not even winter yet. So here is my cart of supplies that I'm just going to show you some of the things I have here. Some scissors and my pruners. I got some Western red cedar bouquets from Lowe's, and I also got some juniper from Lowe's, how they have them in like the pre-made little bundles. I picked up some various pine cones, really the big sugar cones I love so much. I picked up a bunch of those and some of the bags of like the cinnamon scented pine cones as a filler. Just some of these glittery red branches at the craft store. I've got a bow and a little bird and some other picks and things, and I actually have a bag of hydrangeas dried over here as well. So I'm going to be using all of these pieces to build something really beautiful, and I'm going to show you how I go ahead and do that. So what I did was I went ahead and I popped in my boxwood. These are the Baby Gem boxwood from Southern Living Plant Collection. You guys know I have these going up my front path and I absolutely love them. They're new for me this year and I just love the texture and the look of these boxwood. And then in the center, I picked these up at Lowe's. These were just Blue Princess hollies, and they come in like the little holiday refill containers, usually the red buckets. I picked up 2 of those, and then I have another one of the Baby Gem boxwood on the other end here. I just think, you know, what better Christmas, holiday, winter vibe than boxwood and holly? I just absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a bundle of the Western red cedar. I'm going to grab a bundle of that and show you how I'm going to drape it around as a nice filler here. I did pre-spray these guys with Wilt Stop by Bonide. It just kind of helps to preserve them and keep them going and healthy and not drying up and getting all crispy on you too early on in the season. And that is right here. So you can buy it in a spray bottle like that, or you can buy it in a bigger container like this and use it in a sprayer. So I did just give these a nice coating of that and let them dry here on the cart. So I'm going to go ahead and just start putting this together for you guys. Now, I've got some landscape staples here. That's part of what I'm going to use to secure these. Now I'm going to poke these down into the soil. Kind of the soil's going to freeze and act almost like a frog to hold the branches in place. So I'm going to go ahead and poke them right down into the soil as best as I can and kind of drape it along there. And then just to kind of secure it a little further, I'm just going to take one of these landscape staples and just go ahead and poke it on the end there just to hold it nice and tight in place. You can already see, you know, the drape forming. And just do the same thing in poking them in directly into the soil and draping them around. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to grab some of the blueberry juniper branches next. And you know what? I'm going to grab my pop-up bag here too, just so I can easily clip all this stuff off. And then I'm going to just clip again. Tuck these along in the back. Again, I am poking them directly into the soil. Just about like that. And I'm going to go along and do that for the rest here. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to poke in some of these sparkly red branches that I got from the craft store. I am going to cut them down a bit because they're fairly large, fairly tall rather. And even still, I feel like these are still kind of a little too long for the window box. So trim them a bit. I kind of want the center one to be a little more dramatic because it's a little longer and it's serving as the kind of middle, kind of the centerpiece, the keystone of the bay window. The other ones, I deconstructed one of these. They almost look like little seed pods with cotton, very pretty, and little faux berries. Ask me how these are going to hold up in the elements, and I'll tell you, probably not great. I don't know. With something like the cotton, I can't imagine it's going to last terribly long, but we shall see. I should also mention, I've had you guys ask me with my spring arrangements and my summer arrangements in here, where did I get these Hayracks? And I actually got them from Kinsman Garden Company, and I'll put a link to them below. I absolutely love the quality of these. I've had these cocoa liners in here for about, I'm going to say 2 seasons now, and they're just starting to get a little, you know, fuzzy looking, but they've held up wonderfully, and I don't take them down for the season, so these are just out in the elements and still looking really great. So Kinsman Garden Company, I will drop a link to where you could pick these up. My bow, here we go. So to hold the bow on, these have like the little twisty metal twist ties. I'm gonna wrap it through here, but then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poke the landscape staple also through the pipe cleaner and tack it down inside the soil. That way it'll keep it from like shifting and kind of drooping. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I've got my landscape staple here, and I'm just poking it down. There you go. So you can even see how it kind of pulled it up and lifted it up. I'm I'm just going to fluff this out. Almost forgot my little birdie. Where'd I put my birdie at? Just got him from Michael's as well. Actually, I'm sorry, I got this at Joann's. What do you think, guys? I'm so excited. I love it. These kind of projects just are my favorite. I absolutely love dressing up window boxes and making containers and things like that. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions or comments, drop a comment down below. And I do always try and get back to you guys as quickly as possible when I can. And I can't wait till spring arrives and all the projects that I can show on from the beginning and get to show you guys right from the start. Because I know I started kind of late this year, and now you'll get to see things straight away right in the beginning, and I just love it, and I can't wait to do that and share that with you guys. I totally forgot to put the dried hydrangeas in. What the heck? So I'm totally gonna do that right now because it makes it look so much better. So my mom and dad have panicle hydrangeas, which I absolutely love. They're huge and beautiful, and I'm gonna go ahead and poke these along. What am I thinking?